Welcome to the Jaron M LeGrair Studio channel, where we encourage boldness, creativity, and awareness of the voice. What I want to talk about today is something that I think a lot of people in the church, a lot of singers, gospel singers specifically, struggle with because we're not taught this. While we're going to choir rehearsal when we were little, we're not taught this when we're, worship leading Sunday after Sunday, okay? So I want to talk about vocal health for the church in terms of gospel singers. And this applies to preachers, ministers, pastors, clergymen, and even if you're not worship leading, if you are in the choir, if you are on the team, if you are using your voice in any way during worship, this is for you. And I'm speaking to myself too, because I was guilty. I would scream my face off Sunday after Sunday after Sunday, and then I would have a voice till Wednesday to then turn around and go to choir rehearsal on Thursday, to then turn around and come back on Sunday for 3, 4, 5 services sometimes and sing every service. It's taxing on the voice. Though we usher in the presence of God, we are still human. Y'all, we still human. So we gotta take care of our instrument. And that's biblical even. Besides that, we gotta take care of our instruments as humans, okay? So I wanna talk about some concepts. I want you guys to think about your routine as a worship leader, choir member, praise team member, whatever the case may be. So say you have 2 services. One starts at 8 o'clock, and then one starts at 11 o'clock. Let's just give those 2 services. So you're probably gonna wake up around 6:30, 7 o'clock to get dressed and get there, right? You're rushing to get dressed, making sure yourself is ready, and then you have to go minister at 8 a.m. to maybe 8:45. And then you have a break, while the preacher's preaching, you have a little break. You may have to sing intermittently throughout the services anyway, but then the next service at 11 o'clock, you're back up singing for another half hour, 45 minutes. And we as gospel singers don't sing light. Most of us don't sing light. Let's just be honest here. We don't. We giving some grunts, some squalls, some loud belts, all those things, which I love to do. I'm one of them. I love to do all that stuff. But there's a way to do those things, but to still keep your voice at least mostly healthy, okay? And I'm not speaking in terms of technique right now. I'm just speaking in terms of day-to-day care for the voice. And some of us even speak beyond our range. We speak too high or too low to put on a certain air or want to sing certain songs that are not fit for our range at all. At the end of the day, we are still professional voice users. Yes, we are. And so we have to make sure we're using our voices in the most healthy and natural way possible. And we only get one voice essentially. So we gotta take care of what we got. To help remedy this problem of vocal health in the church, I wanna give 3 things that we can do to help our voices. Number 1, rest your voice. We all talk a lot after church. We see our family, our friends, and everybody we know, every week, and we see them, and we're excited to talk to them and catch up for the past week that has happened and find out anything we need to find out and enjoy each other's company. And so that's using our voice too. However, it is recommended that for every hour of heavy voice use, there needs to be 2 hours of complete vocal rest. I know, right? It's hard to do vocal rest. It is hard. I try to do it. It is hard. I didn't even start doing it till about 3-4 years ago. So say you sang for 3 services on a Sunday morning, and so worship lasts for about a half hour, right? So let's say 1.5 hours of singing between 3 services. So 1.5 hours of singing will equal 3 hours vocal rest. Because if it's 2 hours for every 1 hour, that means it's 1 hour for a half hour. So you need 3 hours of vocal rest for the 1.5 hours that you sang during Sunday. Vocal rest is hard. I try to do it, but it's hard. I know sometimes when I have vocal rest and I lived with my parents, I remember I would text my parents and my brothers ahead of time, text them on the phone and say, hey, I'm vocal rest, I'm not gonna talk when I walk in the house. Just so they knew I wasn't being rude, I was just on vocal rest. And people make fun of me all the time for being on vocal rest. I even have shirts that say, I can't, I'm a vocal rest. So people even make fun of me for saying that, but I am dead serious because if I'm gonna take care of my voice, who will? And this rest is in addition to your normal sleep. So say you slept for 7 hours, the night before, and you sleep for 7 hours again the night after you sung in your services. You still, in between those 2 nights of sleep, you will still need 3 hours of vocal rest for the 1.5 hours of you sung in church. Taking the time to actually rest your voice helps with swelling and inflammation of the voice. The vocal folds are a muscle. They are physical tissue that swells when you overuse it. Just like when you overuse your body, it swells, it gets tired. Your voice is the same way, so you gotta rest it. Number 2 is know when to stop. We as gospel singers and preachers are like vocal linebackers. We sing hard and heavy for hours and hours. So we're using our voice a whole lot and pushing it to the limits many times. And don't let the spirit take over. That's when it get real. And you kind of get beside yourself and you get to feeling it. I'm a witness. I do it too. I'm telling y'all, I do it too. And look, I throw in a good squall or growl anytime I sing. Folk know I do that. However, you have to know your voice. So say you're singing somewhere and your voice is going as high as it normally does. Don't push it to get it up there. Let it rest. Take inventory of what's going on and sing in the moment. I tell a lot of my clients to sing in the moment. If you got the note today, sing the note. If you don't got the note today, don't sing the note. Or if you feel like it takes more effort to sing, period, take it easy for the day. The last thing is to take care of your body. Get at least 7 hours of sleep, at least. You probably should push towards 8, but get at least 7 hours of sleep. Oftentimes, the reason why our voices are so fatigued and tired is because we don't sit down and rest and go to sleep. For me, when I don't sleep enough, the first thing that goes is my voice. Before I get bags under my eyes, before I feel it in my eyes, before I feel it in my body, before I start looking sleepy, the first thing that goes is my voice. Also, hydrate. Drink water. Sometimes we're vocally tired or fatigued because we don't have enough water in our system. And contrary to popular belief, the water you drink the moment you need to sing or speak is the water that's going to help you. You need to drink water about 2 or 3 days before you have to sing or speak so that the water can get in the body and hydrate your body. I hope you learned something from this video that you can take home and apply to your weekly regimen and keep your voice in shape for Sunday morning worship. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe by clicking the subscribe button down below and liking and commenting and sharing. Share this with a friend and help them out. You know what? You should share this with another worship leader that you know or another preacher that you know. If you have any questions at all or would like to know more about the Jaron M. LeGrair Studio, feel free to comment below or you can email the studio at hello@jmlegrairstudio.com. Thank you so much for watching. God bless.